other day I heard this ridiculous statement that a business owner had mentioned to one of the members in the accountability team that I'm a part of. And that statement was that the closing rate only depends on the closer and the closer skills and the closer's ability to, well, close the sales. And couldn't disagree more with that statement. Of course, the closer do have a part in the closing process and therefore does affect it. And of course, if you have a closer that sucks, you're probably not going to be able to close good leads. But if you have fucking terrible leads, you're probably not going to be able to get a whole lot of sales with a great closer. The great closer is probably better off generating his own leads at that point. But let me go more into what I mean. And for example, if you are a closer, if anybody mentioned to you, what is your closing rate? Because that was how they got into it. And my brother mentioned that, well, it depends on how warm the leads are. And that's definitely a good answer. I would say if that objection comes up, since I just want to put this out there really quickly, I would start off with it depends. And then on what you want to say afterwards, that's totally up to you, but maybe only depends. Because the closing rate of prospects depends on so much more on the closer. It depends on everything that has happened, as well as the closer, of course, that has happened before the prospects get on the call. The first ad, the funnel, the webinar, the YouTube videos, the emails that you send out, the booking link, the booking page, everything. Since we as humans, we like to interpret the things that we come across and then build an opinion on a person from what we see of them. And the call is going to be very, very different if the prospect that comes on the phone thinks that their influencer, or you, if you are the influencer, is a complete cunt or is the nicest person they've ever met. That's going to be two very different scenarios. And also, there's just so many ways of actually qualifying the money, because let's say if you're able to get only people that is able to buy the course on the call, well, the closing rate is going to be a lot higher than if only 25% of the people that actually get on the call has the money to actually buy the program or the service. Because at this point, the pool of people is only every fourth person is actually has the ability to buy. Then it comes in, do they want to buy? And what kind of idea have you given them of you to actually make them want to buy? Because if you're giving them a lot of value before getting on the closing call, they're going to be a lot more likely to buy than you haven't given them any value. If they've already been able to, let's say, by watching your YouTube videos because you sent them out a few emails, they booked the call last week, and throughout that week they've been able to implement some of the things that you talked about in those videos, and you have been able to help them make a little bit more money because you had different systems set up, so you made sure the right people got the right emails. Then they're going to be a lot more likely to spend money with you because they already made money because of you. So think of that if you're worried about or in the process of figuring out how best to improve your closing rate. There are so many factors. And look at your own funnel and get maybe even pay people to go look at your funnel, or kind of, let's say, do a competition. People can go from a funnel and they give me feedback, and then one wins a gift card, some money, or vacation, whatever you have in mind, and just get the feedback on it. And also make sure to look at the numbers, grind through the numbers, like how many people view this ad, like how many people actually go to the webinar, watch the webinar through, how many people book a call from that, and then change things around, change the words around, play with it to actually figure out what is the best way to do it. If you got any value out of from this video, hit the like button and the subscribe button and keep crushing it.